Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream with the Mushroom Queen. How is everyone doing today? Welcome in, babe. You got the first stream today, very proud of you. Hello, welcome, John. Let's switch the screen, there we go. Let me quickly, my headphones and my cable for my mic are a little tangled. Let me quickly undo that somehow. There we go, that's a little better. Right, it looks like the first thing we're gonna do today is take a nap, because sun's setting immediately. What a beautiful day we got going on here. We're gonna keep ignoring that bridge. I think one of the first things we should do today, after making so much progress here on the castle, I have two things in mind that I want to do today. I want to move my storage into here. Probably move everything into here, actually. Not the crafting, not this yet. We'll leave this here for now. 40 watch streak, John? Holy shit, dude. That's crazy. Thank you so much for being here. This is so cool. It's actually insane. This is gonna stay here for a while. I'm still trying to decide if I want to make a tower for enchanting stuff, if I want to hide it in there or do something else. So, no promises on what will happen with that yet. But I want to move all this inside. But I think what would make a lot of sense to do is kind of fortify our entrance slash exit into the nether. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make it with tough. Because I have a heck ton of tough. Blurtle! Hello! Welcome! How are you today? How you doing? So I'm gonna grab some stuff. Maybe I should make some, like, fence gates or something. I don't know, wood is probably not the best idea, actually. I don't know. I'm just gonna make some doors. Hope for the best. We'll see. Thank you for the hydrate week. Building as always. A new one. New build, because I just saw you post one this morning. Oh, my bad, guys. I have my Discord open still. So I got a ping. Hello! So I just gotta make sure. Maybe let's put on the projectile protection thing while I'm there. I think that might be not the worst idea. The fire protection is pretty good, but, you know. Yeah, of course, no problem. Aw, I'm so sorry, Week. I hope those 2 hours, I hope it's only gonna be 2 hours, and not that they add even more. And I hope that they at least go by fast to make it at least a little less shitty. Misery. Agony. Okay, see, this is what we're just gonna, you know. That's what I meant with fortifying, my dear people. Because shit spawns at every edge. Edge? What? Excuse me? Every corner here. Or can spawn. So we're just making sure I don't get murdered the second I step out of my portal. That would be lovely. Also that I can hide. I'm doing inventory at another storage. Default 10-hour shift? Excuse me? That's crazy. That is crazy to me. I'm gonna close this off too. I don't know if anything can spawn here, but I'm just double checking because I don't want to die. The spawn point to me is still the craziest fucking thing ever. Like how, why? I love this balcony into nothing as well. 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. God damn. Oh, right, this is also a dead end. I forgot about that. Well, still making sure, you know, nothing comes through here. Then this one here is the one I have to worry about, because there's... Oh my god, oh my god. I heard him. I heard him immediately. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell, dude? What the hell? I heard him and I was like, oh god, I gotta run. And then he was already there. And he hit me. That bitch. Anyway. We have some reinforcements. I think I'm gonna put like a... I should probably put like a chest down there with like maybe some old tools, just to make sure I don't immediately die if I have to go back in to get my stuff or something. I think that might be not that bad of an idea. We're just gonna... Okay, maybe this doesn't help quite as much. Should probably put in one of these. Dan, welcome in. How are you today? How's your day been? Thank you, Slurtle. I wasn't sure yet if I'm allowed to say that, but because I haven't been like announced on the official Instagram, I think. But yeah, I I don't know how the rules are. I forgot to ask Titan Rex what's going on with that. You think it's fine? Okay, so you heard it here first, guys. I'm gonna be joining a new SMP called Biomes SMP, and I'm excited. Bye, Week. Have a good rest of your shift. Hang in there, bud. Don't die. I'm gonna be in a new SMP called Biomes SMP, where basically the whole world consists of one biome, and there's some really cool people there. As Slurtle has pointed out, it's him. He's there. Week is there. Topsy's there. Tatus is there. Titan Rex is there. I think Pigs is there. A lot of people I also don't know yet are there. But obviously when I got invited and I knew some of my friends are already there, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna say yes to that. So yeah, I'm really excited to be able to be in a new SMP. Been kind of missing playing Minecraft with other people. Though I do really like my survival herd we got going on. What world? What is Cow doing? What are you up to, Cow? Okay. Doing great, finding a little bit of fresh air after only 35 plus degrees. Oh yeah, we also had a really long heat wave. That is a little bit chilled now, but I think it's gonna get back up to 30. think on Saturday or something. I'm not mistaken. Just gonna be crazy. The other people are really nice. I didn't know them, but we had a little pre-SMP event thing and everyone's really nice. I'm sure you'll love them. Okay, that's good to know. That's really reassuring, actually. I don't know. I think people don't really notice it. But I am actually quite introverted. I am really scared of like meeting new people, and I'm scared that they're gonna hate me or something. So, I have been asked to join, I think, 1 or 2 other SMPs, but with no one that I knew, and I was like, sorry, no, because I'm scared. I'm scared. It's been horrible for you too? God, it's been everywhere, basically. Can barely get any she do be. My boyfriend is confirming that fact as well. He has seen my very introverted moments in person before. I'm very introverted, but everyone does seem nice. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. I have a lot easier time getting to know people when other people I feel confident around with are there. Cause like I like have like my safety blanket of the people that don't hate my guts. I hope at least. I'm happy more people I know are on it. Oh yeah. I was so happy when pigs got added. Yeah, I think they got added a little bit before me. And pigs is awesome. I love them. They're so cool. So, yeah. It's gonna be real nice playing with them again. Yeah, it was just before you. Yeah, I saw, I did scroll up a little bit in the messages because I saw one message that was like, I've started contacting people from the list, and I was like, there's a list? So I went looking for the list to like see who else is in the race, just so I know I know who else is there. Yeah, you're right. I reacted to, I think you say my name. I was like, oh my gosh, someone wanted me there. It always feels good when people, like, you know, it's always nice to feel wanted. But yeah, I'm really excited. It will be fun for sure. I need to write down the date when it's happening in my calendar to make sure I don't forget. The official start is July 31st, if I'm not mistaken. Everyone keeps talking about their plans, but I ain't got anything planned yet. I don't have anything planned. Oh, this is actually a great a great segue, Slurtle. I don't have plans then, but I'm gonna have some plans the rest of the week and next week. Because the one and only Capuchin Bird, or how I like to call her lovingly, Emilia, Emmy, is gonna visit me here in Switzerland. She's gonna be here so soon. And we are gonna do the IRL stream we promised as one of the redeems for the charity event from Control Donate. The drunk and building stream is still happening as well. But we did push that back a little bit with the planning and everything because people are kind of busy during the summer. So that will still be happening. I can confirm that that is still happening, but we don't have a fixed date yet. Hello, Mark Grayson. Welcome, welcome. I'm also really excited for it. I think it's gonna be hilarious, all of us drunk and building together. It's gonna be so fun. And yeah, so the IRL stream from me and Emmy, we have a rough idea what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna confirm anything. Like what we're doing yet, because or I want to confirm one thing, but not everything. That just makes it sound so ominous, but it's nothing. We're still throwing around ideas what like the main thing of the stream is going to be. The theme will probably be a girly sleepover again, like we had with the last IRL stream. And what we would really like to do is we're gonna put up question stickers on our Instagrams, so you guys can send us questions and we will answer them live. Obviously, we're gonna filter out questions that are too personal or that we feel like would like infringe on our safety some way, somehow. So I ask you guys to be a little bit understanding if your question maybe didn't get answered and you're a little bit sad. Maybe it was something that was just a little too personal at the moment, or yeah, maybe we also just didn't see it because I'm a little I might be a little bit of a I can be a little bit of a confused bean, so I might just look over it and not realize. What are you asking to join? If it's this world, then you can't because this is a single player world. If it's the drunk building stream, I don't know. And if it's the IRL stream, then I regret to inform you that I don't give out my address to strangers on the internet. It's also exciting to have more people in similar time zones on the SMP. Yeah, that's always a really great thing, so you don't feel lonely when you're playing and no one else is on. Sorry, I have to go now. Oh, okay. Okay, Dan. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Stay safe. Let me take another sip of my water. Delicious. I can't reach. My legs are too short. Got it. I'm still so sad that in none of the jungle biomes close by that we have there are any hold on. My brain is buffering. I will find the word soon. Bamboo. Bamboo. There's no bamboo around, which is very sad. So I can't make scaffolding. It's a big problem. Because I don't want to use dirt. I don't want to use dirt. I don't absolutely have to, you know. Let's do some food shopping here. I actually don't really remember why I planted all these potatoes. Because I have like a whole I have a whole plethora of cows over there that are more than enough fuel to keep me going, but I must have had a reason for it, so I'm just gonna, you know, save it, treasure it, whatever that may be. Right. The sugar cane is in the chest at the front, I just realized. I've also been thinking about building like a little farmhouse once I get to like renovating my little farm area here. think that could be pretty cute. But I'm definitely also gonna build something around the nether portal so it's not just like standing there. Gonna make it look cutesy. That's our theme here. Anyway, quickly gonna go grab my spare axe. There we go. Gonna have to be careful with my pickaxe here. Because I need to do some digging. I think I'm gonna try over here. No, maybe actually. Did I leave the ladders? Where did I put my ladders? I know I have some more. I know I made quite a few. There we go. There are my ladders. We're gonna start digging out a basement. The reason I'm starting in that corner over there is the problem that underneath here, there's like a little bit of a cave thing going on. And I'm not entirely sure, like how far that goes. So I'm just gonna think that it's not what I wanted to place, actually. Just want to make sure I don't fall in there, that I have enough space to like dig out. Oh, you know what would have been so smart of me? Bringing torches. That would have been a fantastic idea. Ah, it's already getting dark again. What the hell? Yum. Bum. Oh, oops. Let's do the rest. There we go. Ah. There we go. Nice. Okay, here it is. It's good to know. I'm gonna rescue these peonies over here so they don't get stuck. And I'm gonna close this off. So this is the farthest we can go here. So we're gonna continue in this direction. Bam, 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 bam. Don't actually know how like far along I want to go, so I'm just gonna kind of this feels about right for now. I am just mining away like a good Minecraft builder would do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. And now we're gonna do that same spiel on this side. Ooh, we got some copper. I was hoping we might find some more coal, because that would have been funny. Let's see. I'm gonna leave 2 spare at the top there, just to make sure that I can, like, put in a nice ceiling after the fact, so I don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about accidentally digging up like the floor from the top area. I am probably gonna make it a lot bigger, but I just thought like starting at an arbitrary number would make it a little bit easier to keep some progress going. Yeah. Does anyone have any fun plans this week? I already shared mine. I want to know yours. What's happening? Or how has work been going if you're working? Or how are you feeling? How's your pet? How's your pet turtle, Frank? Let me know. Oh, actually, I've been seeing a lot of discourse about the Odyssey movie online, and I'm like, as a as a history major and a classical studies minor, I kind of have an opinion. I've seen a few takes that I just think are really wrong. Which there are people that are criticizing the movie for certain choices it makes or made. For example, the armor was a big debate. The actors not being Greek at all. Some of the actors or like actors admitting that they didn't even read the book. Stuff like that. And I've seen people online say, why do you even care? It's just mythology. Can't you just let them be? Blah, 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 blah. And I think that's a really stupid thing to say, quite frankly. Because it isn't just mythology, right? That is a very integral part of ancient Greek culture. And Greek culture still. There are still people practicing the pagan religions. It didn't stop because, you know, the Christians were like, no more of that, you know. There are still people actively practicing. There, just recently, a new temple, I think, devoted to... Oh no, what did I do? I didn't mean to make axes. I wanted to make shovels. I'm an idiot. But that's actually pretty good too. I'm gonna need a lot of axes for a lot of chopping to make some bridges. That's just saying it's just mythology is an just wrong statement. The mythology was everything to the Greeks back then. Like, everything you did in public was part of mythology. It was in the politics. It was in the way you presented yourself outside. It was very, very publicly displayed and celebrated. So that take really grinded my gears, because it's just, I don't think that's a good thing to say when there's people like actively practicing their religion. That being said, the Odyssey, how do I see this? The Odyssey was originally a poem that a bard, or, you know, something like a bard, would recite in a poetic form. So they would kind of sing it. And they would travel around and they would tell these stories long before Homer ever wrote them down. So there's a lot of different versions of it retold as well after, I mean, we don't have Homer's original texts anymore. We only have like the recounted stories from other scholars later, and now we have multiple translations of the Iliad as well, and the Odyssey. we don't have the original. So for me, I am perfectly okay with looking at the movie by Christopher Nolan as another adaptation, just like different versions of the myth and different retellings or translations of the myth are different versions. Not everything is 100% accurate to the book. He made certain choices how he wanted to display the characters from what I've heard. I've also not watched it yet, and I'm actually not sure if I want to watch it. That I might necessarily not agree with, but that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. That doesn't mean he messed up or anything. I know that he has a lot of devotion to his work, and that what he does is very, very important to him, and that he does it so carefully, and he's a great director. But yeah, I think the discussion is a lot more nuanced than, oh, why do you care about just the mythology? It's just mythology. And then the other side of it being outraged at how different it is and the liberties he took and his artistic interpretation, etc., etc. And people being upset that it's quote-unquote not historically accurate. The Iliad and the Odyssey are not history. There are elements of it, sure, that we can prove. For example, Troy was a real town, a real city that has been found. But there is no proof that Odysseus ever existed. We know that the ancient Greeks had, on Ithaca, his home island, they had devotionals for him, so they did remember him. They might have prayed for him, to him, whatever. We know that, but that doesn't mean he existed. Obviously the gods probably did not exist, but I don't want to get any curses on me, so the gods may have not actually shown up in the way that they may do in the book. We do know Troy existed. We know that a palace existed that could have been on one of the islands around Greece. That could have been from one of the allied kings. Or, well, the kingdom of one of the allied kings. Yeah, so there are places and things that may be accurate, but it's kind of like if I would say, well, the Harry Potter books must be accurate because Scotland exists, or London exists, King's Cross Station exists, so there must be Harry Potter. That was the easiest example I can find. Fuck J.K. Rowling. So yeah, I feel like there's two sides of the spectrum, and I'm kind of in between. Did I chuckle a little bit when I saw Agamemnon's armor that low-key looks like a Batman suit? Yes. But that's how he chose to portray him. It makes him stand out. The ship you can see in some of the promo stuff looks like a Viking ship. Mycenaean ships did not look like that. They had a very characteristic eye on the back, and they were very colorful. But we all know Christopher Nolan, not the biggest fan of color. Most of his movies are quite dark, like color gradient wise, so I'm not surprised. Scotland mentioned I just want a better costume design, low-key. A lot of the movie looks cheap, mostly in the material. I do also agree that I'm not a huge fan of the costuming. I feel like a lot of it kind of looks awkward. I don't really know how to put it in words. From what I've seen of Penelope, played by Anne Hathaway, I love her designs. I think they look really pretty. Also like the deep jewel tones that they gave her. Honestly, wait, this is not in my playlist. Pause. There we go. Fixed it. Yeah, but from like what I've seen kind of in the thing. I also I've seen the line a lot where Telemachus calls Odysseus dad. Why didn't they use father? I don't know. I think it's funny. But is kind of, I think it's kind of silly that they made Telemachus call him dad instead of father. But you heard about that? The argument a lot of people say is like, oh, that's not accurate to how they would have spoken. They wouldn't have spoken anything close to English either, so like that's not a very valid criticism. I do think it sounds a little bit unserious. I feel like father would have been at least a little bit more serious. But like at the end of the day, that's not really a hill I'm willing to die on. But I do really, really recommend maybe looking into the Mycenaean culture a little bit, because it's really, really fascinating. The script that they wrote in Linear B thousands of years ago, yeah, it's just very fascinating. I think the culture is very, very fascinating. If you ever get a chance to look at accurate armor recreations, you will know why they didn't choose them for the movie, because he kind of looked like a tin can. So it would have looked really silly in the movie, I do agree. But yeah, I just think it's really beautiful. It was really colorful. A lot of things were painted. Women had their boobs out in their clothing. A lot of very patterned dresses and stuff. They would, instead of like the blush you see on women today, they would draw red suns on themselves and like little red dots as makeup. Just absolutely beautiful. Very stunning. So yeah, that's my quote-unquote professional opinion. I've just finished my first year of university for history and classical studies, so like I'm not it's raining. I'm not the most qualified person to speak about this, but this is just some thoughts I had after the whole discussion. Yeah. What I will say, what I'm quite upset about, I don't know if you heard about this discussion, but for one of the premiere days, Zendaya, love her to bits, she's freaking beautiful, god dang it, and she's great at what she does. Like, she's so talented. She wore actual Iranian artifacts as earrings. Like, the real thing, not a replica. She wore the real thing. And that, I think, is very tasteless. Number one, your country is currently bombing Iran, which is where those artifacts are from. Number two, they're Iranian, they're not even Greek. And number three, there's so many good artisans who could have remade those earrings as a replica, but I think it was probably kind of like a vanity thing to be saying I'm wearing the real thing. But yeah, also they were acquired by a very shady businessman, or I think he calls himself an art collector. It's not entirely known where they are actually from. They just somehow got in his possession, and they are, at the end of the day, stolen artifacts from Iran, a country that is currently being bombed by the US government. And then you wear one of their stolen artifacts to a movie premiere. That to me is just really, really tasteless. All celebrities, with very small exceptions, are detached from the same reality we live in. Absolutely, 100%. I think that's not something... that's something I was delusional about for a very long time. But I do think the fact of the matter is, the more famous someone gets, the more they lose touch on reality to varying degrees, I will say. I do think not everyone is like on the same level of that kind of thing. There are some more, some less, right? I think there's other celebrities that I would be more critical of in that regard again. Zendaya had a plane fly her dress down for one premiere on a private jet. Yeah, stuff like that. Better press teams is also a good point. Yeah. I won't defend. I'm not the type to defend celebrities. Quite frankly, I don't think this might be a little bit of a hot take. I don't think they should be paid that much. Or eat the rich. I don't think there should be billionaires because there's no ethical billionaires, but that might be a little bit too woke leftist of me. I haven't even dyed my hair purple yet. Yeah, it's, yeah, you know, that's just, yeah, it's really sad. It's really sad. It makes me sad. That's also another conversation to be had about someone from London dubiously having acquired an Iranian artifact. Why is it not in Iran? I don't think they should be paid that much. Obviously, they're talented, but people make like tens of millions from a film. Yeah. There's a very unethical amount of money, probably somewhere past having a few million, but even that's still a lot. Me waiting on socialism, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I do think they should be paid, like, for, like, TV series, for example. I do think it's appropriate for them getting paid for, like, reruns and stuff, because your work is still getting pushed out there, and, like, the company is still getting billions of dollars when doing these reruns, so might as well give the people that worked in it some money. But yeah, it's atrocious how much money people can make from that. And then some of them not even wanting to acknowledge anything happening outside of that bubble is just very, very sad. But they can afford not to think about it. They don't have to think about it. Which is sadly a luxury a lot of us cannot afford. But more hot woke takes next Tuesday at the same time. I was like, wait, what, why is there dirt over here? Yeah. With one of my classes, it was actually, I took a religious studies class. That was like kind of, connecting the historical aspects of religion with religious studies. And for that, we went to a... Excuse me. Voice crack. For that, we went to a... Hello? A museum that currently had an exhibit about... let me think. Was it Ghanaian? The Kingdom of Ghana, I think. If I'm not mistaken. And at that time, there was a very, very big, or there still is a very big discussion. That kingdom was looted by, who would have guessed, the British, during, who would have guessed, colonialism. And a lot of the artifacts from the palace and also, like, the whole kingdom in itself got shipped everywhere, basically. All around the world, there are now artifacts of that culture. And it's very, very hard to trace because people just took them and then they ended up in London and then they got sold somehow to someone, and from there it went on and on and on. So it's really hard to prove if they're actually from there or not. And but there are, or in that exhibit we looked at, there were actually confirmed pieces that belong to the Kingdom of Ghana. There are still living, there's still a king of Ghana. There's still people, members of the royal family that that are alive. You know what? Let me actually quickly fact check myself. I don't want to keep repeating the wrong thing. Let me double check. Kingdom of Benin. Benin? Benin. Which is current in modern day Nigeria. Okay, so I got everything wrong. Nothing to do with Ghana. I'm very sorry. Yeah, Kingdom of Benin. They while we were there, actually, it was like one of the last days the exhibition was open, and it was speaking on the whole history of the Kingdom of Benin and what happened during colonialist rule, how all these artifacts got into these museums. They also invited, they also had videos playing of them inviting one of the members of the royal family and then also researchers from Nigeria to look at the artifacts. And a lot of them actually do have religious purposes as well. So that's like they got like sacrilegious meanings. And a big theme of the exhibition was, should these artifacts go back to the country they originally belonged to or not? There are varying different opinions. Fun fact, colonialism says no. One of the funniest arguments I saw was a white woman arguing that they should stay. She was like from an American museum, I'm pretty sure. She was like, no, these artifacts should stay here because we have Nigerian people here that should be able to look at them. Don't you think those Nigerian people would like to look at them in Nigeria? In the Kingdom of Benin? Don't you think that may also be a take to have? Like, I don't know. And there was actually an ongoing thing with that museum where they actually like they decided to, after the collection was over, the exhibition was over, they decided to bring back, I think, 14 out of 16 artifacts. And the reason 2 of them did not get sent back is because it was pretty conclusive that it wasn't actually from there, but remakes that could be put on display. Exactly, Weaving. You've gotten the point. Yeah, it's just absolutely insane to me that we can't just make replicas. Or also, what is also a very good and viable option is taking them from loan from other museums. Like, there are certain items that like actually belong to, for example, a museum in Athens, but they're on display in the British Museum. The British Museum, honestly, I could rant about that place for ages, because they are notoriously bad on giving back stolen artifacts, even when proven that they don't belong to British culture. It's a whole thing. Yeah, that museum makes me really upset. Like, that's a completely valuable option, being like, hey, this belongs to us, or this belongs to you. We recognize this belongs to you. The rights are to you, but we are gonna display it here, maybe for an exhibition, and then we will ship it back. There is also, like, like, there is also the argument to be made that some of these artifacts may not be able to be transported anymore because they might, you know, break during transport. But I still think the only right thing to do is to then be like, okay, we are gonna make sure that the ownership is by the culture this is actually from, by the people this is actually from, but we recognize it can't be shipped anymore, so we will keep it here. Like, thank God all of the dinosaur skeletons I've seen are all complete and displayed in fuck-ass New Mexico. Weird how we just have all of these complete skeletons with metal spikes and wires to display them. Can't even touch them. It wasn't dinosaur, it was fuck-ass that got censored. Automa didn't like fuck-ass. Both of them? Crazy. Yeah, yeah. Museums are a very hot topic currently in the history. I want to say the history fandom. Like the history space. And I forgot what the repatriating something? Repatriation. That's the term for bringing back. It's even for people apparently. Thank you, Google. It's really weird going to Pueblo museums not owned by Pueblo people. Yeah, it's on today's episode of colonialism is fucked up. No, at this point, like, it's the disconnect is really astounding to me in most cases. Also, it's insane. I really hope that this semester I can take some classes about maybe Native American history. The first 2 semesters, there were a lot of, like, introductory classes that we had to take. And now it's a lot more open. So I think Native American history would be really, really interesting. I would love to learn more about, like, Asian history. Because the only Asian history I've learned about in school, like, the public, well, public schools, the wrong word, like, an obligatory, like, schooling, was... We talked about, like, the communist rise in China with Mao Zedong, for example. Brief talks about China in the Second World War. Japan, I mean. Dropping the bombs, for example. But, like, only in that context ever really talked about. And I would like to know more about those countries. In general. Oh, of course, the spice trade, the Silk Road, the drug wars. Which drug was it? Opium? Yeah, I think it was opium. Book recommendation for everyone who hates colonialism: Babel by R.F. Kuang, or Babel, Babel, R.F. Kuang. Really great book. I loved every second of it. Reading it, and I sobbed like a baby. Just don't get attached to any of the characters, please, I beg. It did not end well for me. It probably won't end well for you. So, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm thinking of making the floor tough. Sorry, this is a really big jump I'm doing right now here with topics. But I had, like, a little light bulb moment because I didn't know what I wanted to make the floor and seal the walls out of. Hardest thing to get into is any topic of genocide. Big can of worms, especially if you're going to studying into knowing only about the Holocaust. Yes. People get real upset when I start talking about the history of Palestine for some reason. I'm a little bit scared that Daddy Twitch is gonna drop the hammer on me if I elaborate more. So, I'm gonna be real careful. But, free Palestine. That's all I'm sacrificing to say right now. I don't actually know what the rules are on Twitch about it. I just don't want to get striked. That would not be fun. Because this is my only income. Not that I'm very fortunate enough that I don't need an income. Because I am a privileged white girl in Switzerland living in a very comfortable family. Very comfortable is maybe a little bit too much, but I'm living very comfortably, and my parents have enough money to sustain me going to uni full time. But I do get a little bit of money from Twitch, so I have a little bit of an income here. So I don't want to get hurt. I need to still pay my microphone that I got. But free Palestine. Ever and always. The Western shock when tragedies and wars have affected non-white people in history. And guess whose fault it often was? Yep. Yep, indeed. A lot of all these wars. I read a post recently of a woman that was like, I just realized why Britain doesn't have an Independence Day, and or no, it was the other way around. I just realized that Britain is a big reason why a lot of countries have an Independence Day, and I did have to take off my glasses for a second and, like, put my head in my hands. Because, bestie, what? Huh? Not saying that Britain is the only country that had colonies. But... There's a... Shout out to the UK for giving us a free holiday. That's the only good part about it, isn't it? It's, yeah, it's really funny to me when people connect those dots for the first time. I mean, the only reason the French celebrate 14 Juillet is because of the French Revolution, not because they needed an Independence Day. That's, well, I guess you could kind of say it's like an independency from the monarchy, but, you know. I mean, they did go to terror instead afterwards, which is also not ideal, but... They tried. They tried. Actually, I wrote my very first term paper on a woman during the French Revolution, who was not impressed by the Declaration of Human Rights because they forgot a crucial part, which is the other half of the population, aka the women. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoop! That was my meth alarm. And now I forgot what I counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ha! 6, 7. Okay. That was a bad combination of things to say. Let me really quickly get my my meds. I'll be right back. I'll probably BRB need to hire a new chatter to talk about this stuff in my stead. Thank you so much for chatting to me, Weeping, about this. I always get really happy when I get to talk about things that piss me the fuck off. Alright, chat. This is your sign. If you have any meds that you need to take, you should take them right now so you don't forget about them. And then get upset. Shit, I dropped my pill. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oops. Anyway, the name of that woman that was very upset about the fact that women were not included in the Declaration of Human Rights wrote her own declaration, Les Déclarations de les droits de la femme et la citoyenne, if I remember the title correctly, where she basically went over all the points that were written down in the male version of the Declaration of Human Rights and amended them so women are included. A lot of them, she didn't even actually have to amend a lot. She just wrote in the word female instead of man. Well, you can interpret it as humans, but factually, women were not included in how those rights were then executed. So, you know, they were not really included, were they? There was very little she amended, like, a lot. Which that was actually the topic of my term paper, was how did she argument for the inclusion of female, like, women's rights? What were her arguments to, I'm here to talk about, the Weston waffles. Did you get hired by Weeping? Did that just happen? I watched a single ad in Prime Sub just to skip it. Hi, Nana. Oh my god, Goose? Goose? The one and only Goose? Hello? I feel honored that you Prime Sub just to skip the ad. I was actually just, you missed me talking about colonialism and genocide. Damn. Monthly appearance, for real. But it's been more, I've talked to you now more than once. Yeah, we also, I gave my take as a history major and classical minor studies on the Odyssey. And then from there, we went into artifacts getting stolen from countries because Zendaya wore earrings that were stolen from Iranians. And then, yeah, we just kind of spiraled into those classical topics. Yeah. Yeah. You know how it happens, right? Like, sometimes a little bit of this leads to a little bit of that, and then you just end up somewhere completely different. And this seems like an awesome podcast, right? Right. Honestly, I've been thinking about... I don't think I will ever start a podcast. Right. There's enough white women holding a microphone that think they have anything relevant to say. But I think if I were to make one, it would definitely be either about books or like my major / minor. I stole some earrings from Claire's once. JK, I don't even have ears. What do you mean you don't have ears? How are you listening to this? Or are you not listening and just commenting something based on the other comments? Now, this is a conspiracy. What? I can't hear you? They're just lip reading. Sal is just lip reading, chat. That's a crazy take, but I love it. I love that for Sal. He's just that good, guys. He's just that good. I also realized, while I was setting up for streaming, that, like, I sat down and I looked at my full glass of water, and I also have a fun drink with me. It's the Vitamin Focus Water Shine, which is lemon and passion fruit flavor, which is basically just kind of sour water. And I took a sip of my water and I realized that I barely drank any water today. So I'm trying to like hydrate while streaming. So I'm taking a little bit more hydration breaks than usual. Because you're not like when you thank you for the hydrate sound. When you're really dehydrated, you're apparently not supposed to just chug like a lot of water, because your body kind of like needs a little time to digest it. So I'm like trying to like every few minutes take a couple sips. Immaculately accessible aware PNG webcam to allow for such accurate lip reading. Yes. Yes indeed. Ah! Shit. I need tomorrow? I'm gonna be driving for a long time. Goob, I'm picking up Emmy soon for being here. Actually, I kind of just, yeah, I'm picking up Emmy from the airport tomorrow. I kind of literally just said what I'm doing, so it's... Oh my god, you drive, you do that now. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Actually, I just had a driving lesson today. And I told her about my plan to pick up someone from the airport tomorrow. And she was like, look at you! You've made so much progress that you feel comfortable driving there all on your own. Which, like, I won't be alone. I'm not allowed to drive alone. I need an adult with a permit for at least 5 years or over the age of 23 with me in the car. But, like, without her there. Because, you know, in the learner's car that she has, there's a brake, there's a gas pedal on her side. In our car, none of that. None of that. So... I really do need to bring all this shit in there. I can't keep doing this. If you need a huge amount of water, put some salt in it, or electrolytes and stuff. That's a really good point, actually. We ran out of the electrolyte drink. I don't remember the name of it, but we have like an electrolyte drink sometimes. Here, but we ran out of it. So I have this Vitamin Focus Water has, it has 5 different vitamins in it, magnesium and zinc, so that's pretty good at least. Tell Emmy I don't say hi, but hope y'all have fun. I'll let her know. I'll let her know. She actually just texted me earlier because I reminded her to bring a bikini. Because we have a pool in our garden. Not an in-ground one, though. Sadly, we have like one of those that you can put up in the summer and take back down. Day before yesterday, I had to drive out of the blue for like 4 hours for a rescue mission. Would you mind elaborating on the rescue mission? I have my driver license for 2 years now, but still can't park. She made me backwards parallel park today, and I almost cried, dude. I did not remember. Also, first time chatter, hello. Happy to see you here. How do I say your name? Is it Sam? It looks like a very long Sam. I can also call you Sam PJE. You got a plunge becken. Well, it is pretty deep. It's like a little bit more than half an Nana tall. I am 164 centimeters for reference, or that's, I think, 5'4" in Freedom units. Stem is fine? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So one gnaw. That's hilarious. That's actually fantastic. The pool is one gnaw. Just I'll be giggling thinking about that reference. I'm gonna put that in my quotes in my Discord right now, actually. Quotations. This is very funny to me. There we go. Oh, my sister's friend in another city missed their bus to our city, and she's in med school doing clinicals, doing her surgery rotations, so she had to be here by like 5:30, but both her and her boyfriend's car broke down, so my sister asked if I wanted to just drive there, pick her up, drop her at her house, and get back home at like 2 a.m. That was your good deed for the month, because that's a lot of work. You're a better person than I am. I might have said, "Ooh, I'm so sorry. I can't drive in the dark yet." But you have your permit. That's a little different. I've never driven in the dark. I have been learning since January. But I have driven when it was fucking pissing outside, though. I loved night driving so much it was fun. Are the streets, like, a lot emptier? I can't imagine. Maybe here in Switzerland, but in the Yeehaw country? I don't know. I never met this girl before. I just wanted to drive. It was a lot emptier, especially because I was traveling between cities. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. You know, the door really works wonders if you leave it open. You idiot. I'm thinking right now. I don't know what I want to do with the walls. I have a lot of texture going on in the floor and in the ceiling already. I have a lot of cobblestone. Oh my god, is the stone in the chest over there? This is why I need this stupid storage room, dice, please, dice. My speech today is a freaking 10 out of 10, dude. Do I just do stone? Is that... Well, it's probably gonna be hidden behind chests anyway, so why not, right? Let's just fire these bad boys up. Gonna add a little bit more fuel. Traveling between cities does make sense that it's a little bit more empty. I'm really dreading driving to the airport. Not because I'm scared of driving there, but because I know there's gonna be so much traffic. Driving in Zurich, anyway, is fucking stupid as hell. That's why even when I have my permit, I will not be driving to school with my car. Well, I don't actually have a car. I'm using my brother's. But like it would technically like air distance 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops. Driving there still takes 1.5 hours to 2 hours if you're unlucky. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely bonkers. So, I will not be doing that. I will just take the train. Our Swiss trains are also really, really efficient, so it's like, whatever. In high school, I didn't drive to school in one because I didn't have my license. Seconds with morning traffic was like 50 minutes, and my mom did not trust me to do that while tired. That is so fair. Tired driving is crazy. My driving instructor and I have learned that I do not book any driving sessions, before 9 a.m. Starting 9 a.m. I'm good. Then I'm gonna wake up at 7:30 and then I'm low-key kind of awake. But other than that, no sir. Nope, sir. My sister would drive me normally because she's more of a morning person. I still can be a bit stressful because I have to take the literal widest highway in North America. Sick! That's crazy. The widest highway. Crazy. Why can I hear a skeleton? What is that about? I don't like that. I did, my beloved. There's one highway here that, no, it's like what do you call that? Like the highway ramp? I don't know what the appropriate like term for it is in English, but one of the like entry points to the highway is so freaking short, and they want you to get to up to 120 kilometers per hour in like 3 seconds, it feels like. That's always so stressful when you have to drive on there, because you know you have like a very limited time to accelerate. It's actually like really, it's really fucked up. Last time I drove there, I was like sweating. Just gotta floor it. Yeah. For some reason, like mentally, I have such a hard time to just floor the pedal. I don't know what it is. Because I know I'm allowed to do it there. That's like literally what I need to do, right? But for some reason in my brain, I feel like I'm doing something illegal. I actually told that to my driving instructor today. I was like, every time I do this, it feels illegal. And she was like, if it was illegal, I would not tell you to do it. But that's really funny. And I was like, eh. I vibe so much with her. She's such a vibe. I told her about my friend from Finland visiting, and she was like, oh my god, okay, you gotta go do X, Y, and Z with her. And I was like, huh? She was like, yeah, you gotta do that. It's gonna be freaking awesome. She'll have such a good time, blah, 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 blah. And then today, when I got in the car, she was like, so is your friend already here? Has she seen Switzerland already? How does she like it so far? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, she's actually been here last year, and no, she's coming tomorrow, but we're gonna have such a great time, blah, 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 blah. Also, I'm alert because I'm playing a game with a friend. Have a fun, epic stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course I'm gonna have a fun, epic stream. It's my stream. The hell? I'm hilarious. I have a great time talking to myself. It really depends on the car, to be honest. If it's like a tiny car, it can be very scary going that fast. But you got like a big fast one, it feels really good. Yeah, that's a good point. We have all pretty... The car I drive with most is a Cupra Formentor. And with that one, I feel really, really comfortable driving. It's also really handy. It has like a button next to the chair so that I can readjust, like I can save my my seating in it. And then every time I get in the car, I just have to press the number corresponding to like how I sit in the car, and then it just slides back to that. It's really cool. Because in my driving instructor's car, I have to do it manually every single time. And I hate it! Mini Cooper? That is honestly my dream car. I don't really have a dream car, honestly. For me, the main... I would love if it drives and has wheels. That's like my dream car. But I do really like the size of a Mini Cooper. But no, the Cupra Formentor is... Cupra is a brand, I think it's from Seat. Or it's like a daughter branch from Seat, something like that, I think. I don't know my cars. Cupra, yes. That one. Emmy, you missed Goose. Goose said I should not say hi to you and to have fun when you're here. It's really good. I am building a cellar. He's lurking right now. So I can... Yay! So I can transfer my storage in here, because holy hell. Never heard of that car brand? Let me see... this is how you spell it. That's the wrong thing. This is how you spell that. You've seen it? Okay, yeah. It drives really nicely, I do have to say. He can burn in hell! Oh my god. That's intense. Okay. What did you miss, Emmy? You missed me talking about the movie The Odyssey and my take on it as a classical studies major. Classical studies minor, history major. That's the way it goes. Then we talked about museums and them not giving back stolen artifacts. Then we talked about genocide. Colonialism was also a topic. My take on the Odyssey is that I'm looking at it as a retelling of a retelling of a retelling of a retelling from a story that was originally orally orally given down to the people. It is not the most accurate. It is a little bit of a different take. There was some omissions, there was some stuff added to it. The costuming and assets were not really accurate, but that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It just means it's not a quote-unquote historically accurate retelling, but it cannot be historically accurate anyway because the Odyssey is not a historical thing. It is mythology, but also labeling it just mythology is also not ideal because it is a very real part of Greek culture, and there are still people that actually practice the pagan religions, and those stories are still very integral and very important to them. So it's quite nuanced, actually. I heard someone talking history from a distance. Welcome, Inzar. Yes, I have been yapping about history today. Quite a lot, actually. Your dream car is the multi-car. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. It's great. You want to send me a DM or a picture, or you can also send it in the Discord. I don't mind. Whatever you want to do. I'm chill. I'm so chill, guys. It's green, it's tiny, it's got space for stuff. That actually sounds pretty good. But yeah, if I ever do get like my own car, I hope it is like a Mini Cooper, because I think they're really cute. And they have like a nice size. They're not like tiny, but they still have like some space. But honestly, I do still prefer taking public transport. Because we got functioning public transport where I live. Because you pay a hell of a lot of money for the tickets. Oh, Emmy, that's something we need to figure out what we're gonna do train ticket wise. Because when we go look at my uni, because I'm gonna show Emmy my uni, I am not driving into the city. I'm not doing that to myself or to you. My bank account finna be cooked. See, there's a thing I've read that there's like a travel card that you can get when you're traveling here as a friend of someone who lives here. Like a travel card where you can go in like any train, but I don't know how to get it or what the name is. Or the train app. We can do that too. Send. Let me have a cute little look-see. I've seen that one before. I love it. That's actually really funny. Oh my god, Emmy! Emmy! No way. Babe! Emmy! Babe, what are you Babe, you saw me not too long ago? Hello, Spuda. Welcome to chat. Welcome in. We are playing on my Forever World, and I'm currently working on the storage room for my little castle here. You were literally at my place this weekend. What are you even yapping about? God. I reject the energy of this. This is a hilarious thing to say. I love that. Yes, I also announced that I'm part of a new SMP earlier, and yeah, that you're coming over. I announced that you're coming over, Emmy. I finished your room today, by the way. I had to clean the window and it was disgusting. There were so many spiders. It was awful. It was really scary. I vacuumed them up. They might be living inside the vacuum now. They scare me. I don't like spiders. Fishy Real One, welcome back. When we run me, don't. If there's a fist fight between you two while Emmy's here, I'm gonna scream. How many days do I have in this world? That's actually a good question. Is there like a day spent? That would technically be up here. Damage absorbed, damage dealt. Interactions, small kills. Players kills. Well, there should. Oh, there. Times. Time played 0.82 days. Guess what, Nana? Chicken butt. This is, I think, episode 11. You bitch! Manual breathing and manual blinking? That's so rude. Hold on. Spiders are okay, they eat all the other bugs. Okay, my boyfriend agreed to that. Slaughter had to kill spiders at work. See you at noon, so I think my boyfriend and Emmy are dueling. How many days do I have left in this world? As many as I want to. In the game? I don't know what you mean by that, I think. I am so aware now. I dislike you. I cast cold feet under your blanket tonight. That's crazy. If you want to see all the other episodes I have on this world, you can check out my socials. I just sent the link in chat. We got Instagram and YouTube. On my YouTube are all the VODs. Manual thinking. Nana is using the brain cell we share, so I'm okay. Aren't we sure about that? Are we sure I'm in charge of the brain cell right now? Okay, we got the storage room started. You have to be? Oh. Well, I didn't know I had to be. Emmy, I'm gonna have to build a ladder or something. Is there a third person we share a brain cell with? I don't know. That's odd. You can feel your own blood move. You can feel every micro movement. You can feel your bones moving, your muscles. You can taste your inner flesh. Thanks, I hate it. I don't like this. I don't like this. Just win one at the ladder. Yeah, I need to build like stairs or something, but it's a little bit awkward. The reason why I didn't build over here, so it like makes a little bit more sense, is because right behind this wall there's like a ravine that I don't want to fill up, dude. I don't have the mental brain capacity to do that right now. It's 10:34 p.m. Joke's on you, my mind is not capable of doing that. In fact, neither can I conjure an apple. I'm still too focused on the manual breathing. Apples can think like a human. So it's like automatic breathing, but no. That don't work on me. I can't manual breathe. I don't need breathing. Breathing need me. I don't like how this conversation is going, chat. How did we get from colonization, free Palestine, and many other topics to this? How did we get here? Can we assert world dominance? We can try. Who will lead us there? Because it's definitely, it should not be me. You? You will just keep reminding us that we need to manually breathe. I don't think I like that. Don't wanna. Oh god. I was already anxious about moving, now I'm manually breathing. Fucked up and evil. Don't wanna. No me? I vote for Nana. I don't. Let's take over the ocean. Sounds fishy. I'm a great leader. She's the best. Now, it sounds like you're telling Emmy she's the best, and I do have to agree with that. I don't think I'm the best. I actually just recently had this conversation with a friend. I hate telling people what to do. Please tell me what I need to do, and I will do a very good job at whatever you told me to do. I'll do it better than anyone has ever done it before. Don't ask me to lead. I don't know what to do. I don't like telling people what to do. I want to make a server for viewers too. Honestly, would be really fun. My problem is the money. Contrary to popular belief, I don't earn a lot of money. I don't earn any money. I'm unemployed. So. I love telling people what to do. That's true. This is why I'm gonna wait with planning our week until Emmy's here, so Emmy can tell me what we're gonna do when. There are free ones? I can look into it. I can look into that. Okay, Nana, be funny. Now you've short-circuited my brain. Thank you. Beware, the pee-pee poo-poo man is near. Damn, you're a pro. Thank you. Thank you. I really strive to be great at many things. I honestly, personally think I'm fucking hilarious. I make myself laugh all the time. When no one's around. So people think I'm like really cool and awesome wherever I go when I'm just like giggling to myself. I have had a few weird looks, but probably that's just from people who like don't understand how cool I am. Gotta laugh and support. Thank you, Emmy. I really, really appreciate that. Feels the aura. How's the castle build looking? This is what it currently looks like. We have a door. We have these pillars here. When you go inside, this is what the inside looks like. We have pillars up here. You can go on top here from both sides and look out. Right now, the black stone here, the deep slate, looks really harsh. But I will be adding like window details where I'm gonna add a little bit more dark into it. The towers are going to be made out of probably out of crimson wood, actually. Crimson stems, crimson wood, because I do like the purple. But there is a mushroom biome over there, so I could get mushroom blocks. I currently don't have silk touch. There is a village right over there that I am thinking of how the hell did you get here? How did that happen? Yeah, you can do that. Where did he come from? Did he really spawn like in between here? Is that it? That's kind of funny, to be honest. Okay, well. On one condition. Am I getting blackmailed right now? Hey, bud. You don't belong here, so... Can I be a builder? Of course. You can build. Shelby of Life, hello, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. We are currently playing in my Minecraft Forever world. I am doing pretty good today. I've had a productive day. I cleaned, I had a driving lesson. I am moisturized in my lane. Is this Meadowcraft? No, Meadowcraft shut down actually. It's been gone for... I actually don't remember when it ended. Pause. I actually have like a brain fart right now. I don't remember when it closed. Was it last fall? I think it may have been last fall. Yeah, so it's almost a year. This is my Forever world. This is just me single player playing. I did announce today, actually, beginning of this stream, that I'm gonna be joining a new SMP. That starts on the 31st of July. So, I will be back to playing on SMPs. But yeah, since it ended, I've been... there were 2 other SMPs I was on, but they're both currently inactive. It's called the Biome SMP. It's hosted by Titan Rex. And the idea behind the SMP is that... like every... from what I've understood, it's that there's the plan that there's multiple seasons, but I think this might be the first one. And every season is just in one biome. So the challenge is like getting everything you need while being in a world that only generates one biome. I'm really interested in seeing how it's going to play out. There is an SMP I would love for you to join. What is it? I actually did get approached by a few SMPs, like 1 or 2 I had in my DMs, and I said no because I'm an introvert. I don't know if that is noticeable from being on the stream here, but I am very introverted and I am scared of talking to people. So I was really scared to join an SMP where I don't know any people. And like I just got kind of scared to be around people. I don't know. So I turned those 2 down. But on the Biomes SMP, there's a lot of people I really enjoy hanging out with, who I really love, who I consider good friends. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm down for that. Heat Spire SMP. Heat Spire? I haven't heard of that, actually. Heartspire. I don't think I've heard of that. Could I join the Biome SMP? I don't know if it's joinable or not. You could try, Titan Rex, I think 11 on Instagram. I think is the name. Or Titan Rex 1, maybe? They're the owner, so I think if there's a way for you to join, then I'm guessing it would be through them. You can DM it to me, yeah. It's fine to say they didn't pay you enough. I wish I got paid, dude. What the hell? Imagine I get paid to be on SMPs. That would be so fun. But alas, no. Yeah, I did not get paid enough. Wait, give me 1 second. I can... There you go. Wait, what time is start? So it's for the Biomes SMP, it's on July 31st. I don't think the time has been fixed, but I think it was something between 9 to 10 p.m. CET, Central European Time. But I might be lying to you. The info is in the Discord, but I actually haven't looked at it too, like, I haven't looked through everything. You're unable to DM me? How's that? Because I just this morning got a DM from someone I'm not friends with. That's weird. I don't know what I did then in my settings, because I don't remember. What I was gearing up to do is get some more tough from the cave. That's tough, buddy. You know where he's Amy, of course. And of course Shelby. God, I'm in the middle of a movie, so I probably can't play much. I want to build in my desert village. I actually asked him about it. About, like, activity, because then starting in September, I will be back at uni, and I'm also going to go on vacation for 2 weeks, where I will be out of the country, and I will not have my gaming PC. And they said that it's, like, no problem. That they don't have, like, a activity thing at all. Like, there's no, like, rules that you need to be active or you get banned or anything. Which I've always hated SMPs when they do that. Like, life just happens. You can't just say, like, oh yeah, if you're not active enough in a week, you can't. You're getting kicked. Like, what the hell? So how long have you been in this Fair World? This is episode 11, once it's published on my VOD channel. I don't know, like, how many days it's been. But, yeah. Yes, you've been in the hospital for far too long. You're being banned. Exactly. Like, what if something like that happens? Like, how can you ban someone for something like that? Doesn't make sense. I think somewhere down here. There's, like, actually already a very big... It's right here. I was gonna say, somewhere down here there's, like, a big tough deposit, and it's right in front of my nose. I've heard of some SMPs, like, having rules like that, which is just absolutely bonkers to me. Like, how do you even, like, enforce that with a good conscience? I understand if it's, like, mod team related, right? Like, if you sign up to be a mod and take on those responsibilities and then you're never online, like, then you cannot perform the duties you agree to, right? That to me is different, though, than just getting booted off of an SMP because you can't play enough. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. The Eep is winning? Yes, of course, Emmy. I mean, you need to get up early tomorrow anyway. I accidentally leaked it already, Emmy. I'm sorry. Like earlier. It like slipped out that you're coming, that you're arriving tomorrow. I goofed up. Someone is gonna film me at the airport because I'm so famous. True. True. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be me. I'm just gonna be standing there with a camera like, oh my god, capuchin bird, capuchin bird. Well, now I can sell LOL. I can't wait to hug you, small little lady. I'm not that small. Good night. Love you, Evie. That was so mean. I'm not even that short, chat. You need to believe me. Have you sent me a friend request? I just got a ping. What is the ping? You can't? Huh? Weird. That is weird. I don't know why it's not working. Because I have accepted a friend request today, and I have had someone in my DMs that I haven't been friends with today, so I don't know why it's not letting you. That's kind of suspicious. Discord has something against you for some reason, I don't know. I'll look into the SMP. I can't make any promises though. Because the problem is that since I am like a uni student, when I get busy, I get real busy. And I do kind of like to be able to commit to SMPs and stuff. But I'll look into it. And then I'll see what happens. Ah! Ah! Eh, but, There we go. I think that should be enough for now. I hope so, at least. The 2-hour mark is almost there, but I do kind of want to start, like, putting everything... This iron has been bothering me for a while now, because I can see it every time I walk past, and I'm like, why am I not getting it? Why am I not getting this iron? There we go. Fill that hole at some point. Oh god, no, it's dark. Oh boy! Okay. Wrong way, wrong way. Okay, we gotta be prepared, guys. There might be some... Oh yeah, would you look at that? There's some friends just running around here. Good thing I am fast as fuck. Dodge, weave, dodge, weave, dodge, weave. And then skillfully execute a dive into the ocean. I hit the ledge. That was not what I planned, but it's fine. And then escape. If you need any more information about the server hosting sites, let me know. Okie dokie. Will do. Will do. Seems a little dark here. I don't want any uninvited friends to show up on my island. Up, boink. Nap time. Nap time for the small little lady. Not gonna... I'm not gonna let Emmy forget that she called me that. It's best to build on Shroom Islands because mobs can't spawn it. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Sadly, there was no Mushroom Island that I could see. Okay, now, my idea was to make pillars out of these and these. So I'm gonna make these, and then I think the rest I'm gonna make out of polished stuff. You will see what I mean in a second. Nope, that's the wrong thing. This is what I wanted at the top. And then we're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's like 4 chests there. Yeah. 1, and then I'm gonna quickly do it from this side to see if it matches up, and if it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there would be another one here. That's fine for me, because then in this area here, I'll make I should bring my crafting table with me. That would probably be like actually a good idea. I could have brought this down there a long time ago. Oh, well, there it goes. That was not my intention, but it was funny. Gonna put this here. Can do. Aha! Voila. I also forgot to add, bring my heck ton of chests down here, so we're gonna do that as well. Let's see. Here. And then we do this. worry, we'll fix that half block gap up there in no time. There will be a lot of chests in this room. So I quickly need to test something. I'm pretty sure this doesn't work, but I want to test it still. Oh, it does work! Hell yeah! Cool! That's great. So then we'll do it that way. Do I do polished tough? Yeah, I think polished tough would probably look the best. I can't reach. I'm too short. Not me being offended earlier that Emmy called me short and then having to admit that I am too short. That's crazy. Anyway. Then we're gonna let the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Oh! This is awkward, because here's like 3. Wait, I miscounted over here, didn't I? Because this is... Oh, no, I didn't. Maybe I can put, like, barrels here. At this point, I'm mostly building based on vibes, not gonna lie. Meow. Big, hello! Welcome in! How are you doing today? I am currently building my storage room on my Forever World. Ah! Shoot. True. I do in fact love a good storage room. I have been storing my stuff outside for way too long. Jesus. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with this wall, so I'm just leaving it. Of course, babe. I love you. Sleep well. Text me in the morning before you drive off, or whenever you have time. Please, thank you. Thank you for being here. I will text you about this weekend when I have the time. Yippee! Chat, look at me. In love and shit. Good night. think actually this will be like my kind of workstation. I think that's kind of cute. My other axe broke, so I'm gonna I like that. I like that. God, it's raining again. No. Oh Lord, it's raining. It's not doing that yet, though. Oh right, my anvil. My firefly bush. This is also gonna go inside. I'm gonna slowly start like transitioning everything inside. Oop. I'm kind of debating right now whether or not I should do the sorting on stream. Because I get really into that shit. I love organizing, so I might have to tone that down a little bit. Ah. I have the rest of my stone upstairs. Just gonna throw this coal in here before I forget. Yeah, I think I might do the sorting off camera because it will take me a while. And my throat is starting to hurt from talking a lot. I don't know if this is like a me thing or other people who stream have this problem, but after like 2 hours, my throat, dude, just starts hurting. Because I keep talking so much. Yeah. But I like this. I like what we did here. I'm gonna think about if I want to add more chests to this row. Honestly, probably yes. Never mind, chat. You're gonna have to, gonna have to endure me for a little bit longer. I want to finish this part here on stream too. Oh wait, I also need some more of these. There we go. I'm honestly really happy with this, like, design here. Let's do it like this, actually. Then can put the, like, two chests in there. Yeah, and then this will not be enough. I'll need to make more, but close enough. Actually, it is enough. What am I saying? I can't count. I can't count! I could also do some barrel stuff. Maybe bookshelves. Whatever I want. But I have a lot of chests in here now already. So I will debate on that. But I do think this might be a good place to end stream for today. I shall head on over here. I think I don't think anyone I am following is streaming right now other than Dash Ducks. So we are going to raid Dash Ducks. If you don't know Dash Ducks, it's a 24-hour live stream, I'm pretty sure, of a duck pond. It's so cute. You can feed them tokens. It's adorable. I love looking at them. I think they're very cute. I wish you guys a very, very great night. I had so much fun building and chatting today. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day or a great night, depending on where you're at. And yeah, I love you so much, and I will see you guys for the IRL stream. I don't know yet when we'll do that. I'm gonna look at that with Emmy, depending on like our schedule, what we're gonna do. Maybe next Tuesday. Maybe not. I cannot promise anything, but it will be happening, and you will find it on my Instagram, and I will notify everyone in my Discord. So, with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.